Hey, are you like people that exist? Is your favorite gaming franchise Halo? Well, Halo's actually very sick. Let's see if we can diagnose it. First off, let's set the record straight. Halo is one of the best-selling game franchises of all time. So not only that, but the Halo story and setting have spawned numerous books, comics, animes, one unproduced film, a live-action film miniseries, another miniseries, and now even a TV show of some sort that nobody really knows what's going on there. Not to mention all the merch. I mean, the shirts, there's even like Halo Legos. Legos with Halo. There's also this huge glaring fact that Halo is the only reason the Xbox still exists. Pretty big deal. Halo 1 and 2 are the best-selling games on the original Xbox by almost 3 times any other game. 3 times. That's 3 times. 3 times. That's kind of like if you got 1 snow cone, and then you got 3 snow cones. You know, if game sales were measured in snow cones. I mean, really, why did anybody else buy an Xbox? Amped snowboarding? No, you can say that you did, but you didn't. Go ahead. No, you didn't. I bought an Xbox because of its awesome controller. No, everyone hated the controller. They hated it. A lot. The only person that thought it was a good size was Shaquille O'Neal. He was the only one. I mean, without Halo, we'd only have Sony and Nintendo left. Unless maybe the lower competition allowed Sega to hang around, but probably not. I mean, look at their marketing.
Hey kids, buy a Sega because it's really cool.
But no, Halo saved the Xbox, and now we just slowly get to watch Sonic deteriorate for the rest of our lives. Sonic! So why is Halo so popular? Why? This game was unlike anything else when it came out. The unbelievable story, the unbelievable graphics, the tight feel of the first-person shooter, so many great things. Levels where you come in under the dark of night and snipe. Levels where you storm the beach with AI characters that are these real AI? Do they work? How do they make AI that work? What is this weird truck with the 4 wheels that turn? Whoa, it's cool. And the story that's across the Halo games, man, if I could describe it, it's just out of this world. That joke was brought to you by Spam, the best joke of all. There are even 2 spin-off games in the series that are not first-person shooters, Halo Wars and Halo Spartan Assault. Halo Wars was received pretty well in its own right, made specifically with consoles in mind, which RTS games just don't do. And there's a good reason they don't do it. Usually when they do, it's awful, and a village burns. The controls were made simple enough you could actually play an RTS game on a console. I mean, it wasn't great, but you could do it. This simpleness did lead to the fact that there weren't a whole lot of units and there wasn't a whole lot to do. But what was there was fun. And I think we all would rather have it be short and awesome than long and awful. Wow, this is a really dirty line. The Spartan Assault game was a twin-stick shooter. It had the graphics and the feel of Halo, but there were a lot of microtransactions in the beginning. And this is back when people hated those a lot. The game went on to sell pretty well though, and they did give it away if you bought an Xbox One right at release. God, I'd feel bad for you. But these main games in the series continue to break sales record. Halo 2 set the first day of sales record for any game in the industry, which was broken by Halo 3, which was then broken by Halo 4, and then here came big bad GTA 5 to break a bunch of sales record and kill a bunch of hookers. And then came the weird anomaly that is Destiny being one of the best games of the year and the worst games of the year at the same time. Destiny, there's nothing really here, but for some reason you still want to play it. Wait, wasn't this video about what was wrong with Halo? Well, yes, it is. It totally is. I'm sorry. Here it is. What's the one part of Halo that people revere above all others? Multiplayer! Double kill! Triple kill! Actually crapping your pants! Amped snowboarding! Just kidding! Really bad jokes! Even in the first Halo, you could slap some Xboxes together and some TVs all in the same building, which was crazy. And then Halo 2 launched. Online. With all kinds of cool stuff. Halo was instantly on the competitive multiplayer scene, and even became one of the highest revered esports. And that's back when esports were basically people slapping some Xboxes together and some TVs in the same building, which was crazy. Fast forward to today. Multiplayer esports have become a real thing. Just look at Dota and League of Legends and crazy stuff like that. No, seriously, look at them. I mean, League of Legends is free. It's free. It's free. It's free. Competitive shooters also exist. I mean, Call of Duty, Battlefield, Counter-Strike, big deals. So the latest entry into the Halo series multiplayer was Halo 4 in 2012, and the series took on a much different look than fans were used to. You now leveled up, you now had loadouts, you now gained powers, you now had perks. Basically, it was Call of Duty. This showed drastically. This led to the fastest population drop-off for any Halo game. with the total online population dropping below 300,000 players just 8 days after the game released. And that 300,000 is from almost 4 million people buying the game on its first day of release. Within the first week, it had sold over 5 million. Nobody played it. I mean, 300,000 out of 5 million, that's low. That's not many. It's very few. It's a very tiny thing. So let's fix it, right? Let's fix it. Let's make it better. We should make it better. Gooder. I think gooder is the right word. So when was the best? Halo 2. Halo 2, obviously, Halo 2 was the best. You know why Halo 2 was the best? Every match, brand new. No leveling system, only a ranking system, no loadouts, and you can't pick a loadout every time you die. You just die. There were no powers, no jetpacks, no bubble shields, no perks. Everyone was plopped on the map with the same crappy SMG and 2 grenades and told to go take on other people that had a crappy SMG and 2 grenades. A really weird thing happened when nobody had immediate advantages. The map suddenly became really important because there were power weapons on the map. Power weapons that you had to control. You remember Lockout? That map rocked. What were 2 very important things on Lockout? Sniper rifle, sword. Oh, and don't forget about me, the shotgun. Actually, I think a shotgun would talk a lot more like this.
Hey, you guys do anything later? You wanna watch Harry Potter? He's awesome.
You remember how differently you played the game if you didn't have the sniper rifle? If you went out in the open, somebody was gonna shoot you right in the face. What about if the other team had the sword? Couldn't just go running up at somebody and try to melee them? No, they had the sword. And then there's that fateful moment when somebody's running at you with the sword and you were able to kill him with your crappy SMG and 2 grenades. Magic. Then you had that sweet feeling of running around with the sword and just murdering everybody. That's Halo. That's Halo. That's it. That sets it apart. Important maps, important weapons, everyone's the same. Halo. Go out and buy it. Right now. Obviously 343 kind of realizes this with releasing the Master Chief Collection because it's basically saying, hey, we're going to do Halo 2 again. You remember that? That was really good. We did that. You remember it? Wasn't it cool? So they did it again. They did Halo 2 again. They released it. Broke. Super broke. Didn't even work. Didn't work a single minute. Hey, we brought you this really awesome game that we made. We brought it to you again. You can pay for it again. And as an added bonus, we also made it broken. Look, it's Zanzibar. You remember Zanzibar? You loved Zanzibar so. I remember when you were little and you used to play with Zanzibar. Well, look, here it is. Here it is again. And it also doesn't work. Don't you love SWAT and how you can't play it? Guys, just because everyone else is releasing games that are broken doesn't mean it's okay for you to do it. Plus, you kind of announced the beta for your next game before you fixed your last game, kind of like someone else did. So, Halo is not a dying series, but it's a series that has seen far more struggles lately than successes. Halo fans are looking for Halo 5 to be the game that pushes the franchise back into the limelight. So that's the Halo story up until now. From us. Take it from us. And if you like this video, tell everyone that you know.